If you're not happy with your life right now, it's not because life is unfair. It's not because of bad luck, your boss, or the economy. It's because you don't have a clear plan to change it. And if that stings a little, good. Because here's the truth. Wishing for a better life isn't enough. You can't just dream and hope things will magically fall into place. You need to get serious about what you want and start chasing it. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Because if you don't, you'll wake up one day and realize you've been stuck in the same place, living the same life, wondering where all your time went. The first thing you've got to understand is that clear goals are everything. Without them, you're just wandering around, wasting energy and time. Think about it. Would you ever get in your car and just start driving without knowing where you're going? Of course not. So why do so many people go through life with no direction? It's because they're scared. Scared of failing. Scared of being judged. Scared of admitting what they really want and going after it. But here's the thing. Fear is just a feeling. It's not real. And the moment you stop letting it control you, your life will start to change. Most people don't set goals because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of hearing, "You can't do that," or "Who do you think you are?" That's why you need to protect your dreams. Don't share your goals with people who don't support you. Share them with people who lift you up, people who believe in you. And if you don't have people like that around you, it's time to find some. Because the people you surround yourself with will either push you forward or hold you back. Another reason people don't set goals is that they don't know how. Maybe no one ever taught you. Maybe you think goals don't matter or you don't see the point. But let me tell you, goals are what separates successful people from everyone else. Without them, you're just drifting. With them, you have purpose, direction, and power. Now let's talk about where it all begins. Desire. What do you really want? Not what your parents want for you, not what society says you should want. What do you want? And I mean really want. If your goals don't light a fire inside you, if they don't excite you, then they're not big enough. You need a goal that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning, something you can't stop thinking about. That's the kind of desire that will drive you to take action, even when things get hard. But desire alone isn't enough. You've got to be specific. Saying, "I want to be rich" or "I want to be happy" doesn't cut it. What does being rich mean to you? Is it a certain amount of money in your bank account? Is it owning your dream house? Be crystal clear. Write it down in detail. If you want to be financially free, how much money do you need? If you want a dream relationship, what does that look like? The more specific you are, the more your mind and the universe can help you get there. It's like giving your brain a GPS. Without clear directions, you'll never get to your destination. Now here's the part most people miss. Belief. If you don't believe your goal is possible, you'll sabotage yourself. You'll give up before you even get started. So how do you build belief? You start acting like the person you want to become. If you want to be confident, act confident. If you want to be successful, carry yourself like someone who's already successful. Your actions will create your reality. Before you start chasing your goals, you need to figure out where you are right now. Think of it like this. If you were trying to lose weight, the first thing you do is step on a scale. You need to know your starting point. Be honest with yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What's holding you back? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about understanding your current reality so you can create a plan to move forward. And speaking of plans, here's the thing. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Write down everything you need to do to achieve your goal. Break it down into steps. What comes first? What's the most important thing? And then, this part is key, give yourself deadlines. A deadline gives you focus. It creates urgency. If your goal feels too big, break it into smaller goals with sub-deadlines. And if you miss a deadline, adjust it. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Let's talk about obstacles because they're going to show up. That's just life. But here's the thing. Most of the obstacles holding you back aren't external. They're internal. It's not your circumstances. It's your mindset, your habits, your skills. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. That means learning new skills, taking risks, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Ask yourself, what's the one thing standing between me and my goal? Then figure out how to overcome it. Once you've got your plan, it's time to start visualizing. Close your eyes and imagine your goal as if it's already done. Picture every detail. What does it look like? What does it feel like? The more vivid your vision, the more real it becomes. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, so use that to your advantage. When you visualize your success, you're training your brain to make it happen. But here's the truth. Success isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. Persistence is everything. The reason most people don't reach their goals isn't because they're not capable. It's because they give up too soon. Every time you keep going, you're building habits of resilience. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things. And over time, those habits turn into success. Now let me give you a little secret. Simplicity wins. The more complicated your plan, the less likely you are to follow it. Don't overthink it. Focus on the most direct, straightforward path to your goal. Cut out the distractions. Do what works. The simpler your approach, the easier it is to stay consistent. Here's an interesting way to discover your true goals. Imagine you had a magic wand. If you could wave it and instantly have anything you wanted, what would it be? Let yourself dream. Forget about limits. This exercise will help you uncover what really matters to you. And once you know what that is, you can start making it happen. And while you're dreaming, don't be afraid to think big. What would you do if you had no limits? No financial limits, no time limits, no fear? Write it down. Make a list of 100 goals. Don't hold back. This is your chance to think bigger than you ever have before. And trust me, once you start dreaming big, your mind will open up to possibilities you never even considered. Focus is everything. When you lock in on a goal, your brain starts to filter out distractions and highlight opportunities. That's your reticular activating system at work. It's like when you decide you want a certain car, and suddenly you see it everywhere. The more you focus on your goal, the more you'll start noticing the people, ideas, and opportunities that can help you achieve it. Your life will always reflect the clarity of your goals. If you want to change your life, you have to get clear on what you want. Take the time to define your goals, write them down, and create a plan. And then take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment doesn't exist. Start now. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, just start. Because the only way to fail is to never try. This is your life. No one else is going to live it for you. So ask yourself, what do you really want? And what are you willing to do to make it happen? The life you want is closer than you think. All you have to do is take the first step. If this message inspired you, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more content that will push you to become the best version of yourself.